This is going to be my submission video for the commerce project of web development with Python and JavaScript. First thing you can see is the landing page, which is showing all of the active listings. In the case you press on one of the listings, you get more information. For example, in this case, you have the turtle as well as a couple of comments. In order to be able to add a comment, you need to log in or register. And if you want to place a bid, you also get a notification that you first need to log in. The other thing, if you look at categories, you get an overview of all the different categories, then the different products in it. For example, the food category contains one product, the product egg, and you can see the active listing here, which is this product itself. As I'm currently not logged in, as you can see here, you will see that the watch list is unavailable because I first need to log in. So let's do this. When I press on login and I provide my details, I will get some dynamic text here and I will have a couple of additional options. So the first thing as well to note is that there is a filter between inactive listings and active listings. If I, for example, have the turtle, I will now be able to add it to my watch list. The moment I add it to my watch list and I go to the watch list link, you can find the turtle here again. You can go to the listing specifically, and then you can remove it from the watch list as well. The other thing you can do is you can leave a comment. For example, this is my comment. You then can comment on the page itself, and you will also have the ability to remove your comment if you want to, while you cannot remove any comments obviously of other users. The other thing we can do is, let's say for this turtle, we can place bid. So in the case we're logged in, we actually have the ability to place a bid. Let's start with 500. 500 is less than the starting bid and the leading bid. In this case, it says you need to bid higher than the current leading bid. In the case we bid, for example, 505, which is higher than the leading bid. Now we will have a notification that your bid was successfully placed and the leading bid is updated to 505. Another thing I want to show here is that if I log out and then log in with the administrator, I have a couple of options. So first want to show the admin. You can see here that like the bid, for example, is registered, John bid 505. The comment is posted by John, which is available here. We have the listings itself of the different products. And we have the watch list of John or the watch list of the other person in this case. Going back now to the main site, because in this case I own the turtle listing, if I go here, I can remove my own comments, but I will also have the ability to close this listing. And as John bid 505, John should be the winner. And here it says the auction was won by John. This is, for example, not available on other products. Let's say the cow, it's also currently unavailable. But because no one has bid on this cow specifically, there is no leading bid. And because there is no leading bid, there is also no one winning the auction, because obviously there is no one that won the auction. The last thing I want to show, and just gonna go back to the previous account, is related to the option to create a new product. You can use the create button. Let's say we want to create another animal for the website. We can do that. So in this case, let's say we want to add octopus. Octopus has many legs. The starting bid, we can say it's like $200. The product category, in this case, we call it animal. And then we add the image URL and we can choose between active or inactive when we create this. I'm now going to create the thing. You can now see that octopus has been created. I can click into the listing. I have the option to close this listing and I can comment on this listing, as well as because I created a new category called animal. When you go to categories, you now have another category called animal, which contains the product octopus. When you click on this, you will see octopus itself. And that's everything.